Howdy everybody, welcome to your Thunderous Thursday workout! Yeah! Let's talk about it. Yeah! So here's what you guys got going on today. Backing up, look at that. Glare is horrible. That glare is just horrible. It's just not helping things at all. Well, that's a little bit better. Not much, but oh well. Let's just get through this anyway. We're doing a great job. It's Thursday. Woo! We're getting through that week, guys. So what you guys have going on today? Talking about the last day for our basic strength training protocols, or basic resistance training protocols. What you guys got going on today is you guys got 1, 2 trace sections of exercise that we're going to focus on, and then a little bit of a 2-minute finisher when we are done with everything else. So you have 2 exercises inside of each section. Each section, you're either going to do 7 reps each or 7 reps total, depending on the exercise. And you're going to do those things for 7 minutes, as many rounds as possible. That's your goal. Also, your job is to use a challenging enough weight, because you should only be getting anywhere between, with the 7 minutes, you should be getting anywhere with 2 exercises, somewhere between the area of 6, maybe 7 rounds per section. Okay, anything more than that, you're not challenging or you're about to say you're working more in the cardiovascular and muscular endurance end and less in the strength end. Because the idea is we're trying to keep a resistance, not endurance. That's really what we're focusing on. The endurance end comes in the next couple of videos during the course of the week. So with that being said, you have 1, 2, 3 sections of exercise. They all work the same inside of those 3 sections. 2 exercises, either 7 each or 7 total, depending on the exercise, and then you're going to do it for 7 minutes, as many rounds as possible. That's what you have going on in your 3 sections. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns about anything, please feel free to let me know as always. And here we go into section 1. Welcome to section 1. Section 1, all the fun. Here we go! 2 exercises, 7 minutes. You're going to do these 2 exercises for 7 minutes, as many rounds as possible. Each exercise, you're either going to do 7 each or 7 total, and that's how the first section works. So let's talk about your first exercise, which is the single arm clean. I went right back to my nasty habit of just not anyway. It's just so. You know what? Let's get a weight. It's just so much better if I use a weight. Just hang tight. Hang tight. All right. So now that few seconds of silence is over, back in frame and in the game. Here we go. So what you guys are going to do, what I try to do is I try to show most people this exercise with a dumbbell, because it's just easier to manage rather than a kettlebell. That, and with the kettlebell, it's easier if you're in person, blah, 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 so on and so forth. Let's move on. So what you're going to do with the dumbbell for the single arm clean, or you can use a kitchen bag full of groceries, you can use a heavy can of something, whatever it is you need to use in order to give yourself enough of a challenge to have to use more than just your arm to do the exercise. So what you're going to do is you're going to start with your thumb facing in, implement between your knees, and then from here you're going to push forward with the hip, and then you're going to pull up with the shoulder and then back, just like that. So it's back down, up to the shoulder, and back down, up to the shoulder. 7 on one side, switching it out, 7 on the other side. Now, like I said, if it's too much, that's okay. You guys can just do deadlifting or forward reaches. If it's too much, like it hurts your shoulder to do that, that's okay. What we can do here is you can just do forward reaching. And you're just going to do that. So you're reaching forward and then pushing your hips back at the same time. So then what you're getting is you're almost getting that deadlift motion, stretching out the hamstring and the glutes, and then standing up. Stretch, stand up, because that's actually the majority of a single arm clean. The very, very minuscule aspect of the clean is when you're dropping your elbow and landing your implement right here towards the shoulder level. So you're going to do 7 of those. The next thing you guys have after that is 7 explosive push-ups. Now with the explosive push-up, what you're doing, excuse me, what you're gonna do is from the push-up position, either your knees or toes, either one is fine. You're just gonna let yourself down slow, and then just push as hard as you can. Let yourself down slow, push as hard as you can. Once again, you can do that from your knees or from your toes, either one of those is fine. Or you can grab yourself a bench, or you can grab yourself a couch or a chair, anything that's gonna elevate your hands, which elevates the body off the ground. The biggest and most important thing about this is making sure you let yourself down slow, so it's like 1, 2, 3, push as hard as you can. You don't have to come off the ground. If you can come off the ground, great, that's awesome, please do that. But if you don't, that's not the mission of this exercise. The idea is to contract hard and contract fast, and then slowly stretch it out. Contract, slowly stretch it out. That's kind of the purpose of that exercise. You're gonna do 7 of those, like I said, from the floor, from a bench, from a bar, wherever you guys need to do it. Now that you're done with this section of exercise, let's move on to the next one. Now it's on to section 2. Yeah, section 2. Yeah. Oh, let the silliness continue. So, inside of section 2, you have the same thing again. You have 2 exercises. Now, for these 2 exercises, you're going to do 7 on each side for both exercises. You're going to be in this side of the section for 7 minutes, as many rounds as possible. So, let's talk about the first exercise. So, I'm going to grab a weight for this one. The first thing you're going to do is a single arm squat. Now, with the single arm squat, you have 3 different positions you can put the weight in. It's just whatever's most, excuse me, it's just whatever's going to be easiest for you, the client. So, the first place I usually put it, man, whoo, good cookies, good cookies. So what you're doing is you're going to step back so you can see what I'm doing. So you're going to have the weight in just one hand, whatever weight you use, whether it be super heavy, a kitchen bag, a suitcase, a book bag, just anything that's going to challenge you. What you're going to do is you're going to tighten up your core, you're going to squat as far as you can comfortably, and then come back up. You're going to do 7 on one side, and you're going to switch out that weight. So now we're going to go to the left for me, and then we're going to do 7 on the other side. Once you guys are done with that, like I said, if you can't do that, that's okay. If you can't hold it at the shoulder, you can hold it at the side. You can do the same thing. Squeeze your stomach to keep you upright. 7 on one side, switch it out. 7 on the other side. The next exercise that you guys have is 2-point rows. 2-point rows is next. And now what you're going to do here is you're going to do 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Fancy. And then you're going to apply the open hand on that other knee, and you're going to knee to hip, squeezing that shoulder blade in the back of your body. 7 on one side, switching it out. 7 on the other side. If it's too much for you to hold yourself up like that, you can always put your open hand, you don't have to put it here, you can put it on a bench or on a chair, and then same thing, 7 on one side, 7 on the other side. Now that we're done with that, that's section 2. Section 3. Come with me. Let's do this. So, what you guys have is you guys have 2 exercises inside of section 3. Your focus is the core region. So, the first thing that you're doing is the dead bug. You can do this with or without a weight, or with or without a ball, or with or without any implement in general. Like I said, the idea is just to keep the core tight while you're moving opposing forces, causing it to perturbate. Science, science, science. Enjoy that. The first thing that you're going to do is lie flat on your back. Oh! So you're here, and then what you're going to do, hands to your knees, opposite arm, opposite leg, back up. Opposite arm, opposite leg, back up. Remember, keep this tight, keep that flat, and it's going to be awesome. If you can't do that, that's okay. You can always do it just like this. Opposite arm, opposite leg, back down. Opposite arm, opposite leg, and back down. Next exercise. since I'm laying down here, let's just stay down here anyway. Get comfy. Come on, hang out. We can look at the holes in my ceiling. It'll be fun. So what you guys have here is you have the get up, sit up. I'm going to show you the non-weighted version. So the non-weighted version, the hand that's up is also the knee that's up. And so the same thing, the hand that's down is the leg that's down. Just keep it as simple. Hand up, knee up, hand down, leg down. And then what you're going to do from here is you're going to use that down hand or down arm to help you sit up. That's the purpose of it. So you're only focusing on one side at a time. My belly's showing. That's cute. So what you're going to do is you're going to push your hand towards the ceiling using that elbow, and then up, and then that, and then that. You do 7 on one side, you switch out, switch out, switch out. 7 on the other side. Just like that. If that's too much to do, that's okay. You can always just up, touch, touch, 7 on one side, touch, touch, 7 on the other side. And just like that, you've gone through section 3. And now it's time for the finish. Let's finish it. All the fun things that you can do. You guys have 4 rounds, 20 seconds work with a 10-second break. You have 1 exercise that you're going to do. And that exercise is the thruster. Yay! So here's how the thruster works. You grab a couple of implements, you put them in both hands. You start here at the shoulders. You full squat and then press overhead. Full squat and then press overhead. You're going to do that for 20 seconds. If that's too much to do, that's okay. Drop the weights and just do body weight squats for 20 seconds. Because anything that you do with the lower half of your body requires more blood flow and oxygen in order to be able to complete the task. So, with that being said, if you can't do thrusters, don't have implements for thrusters, please just do body weight squats. Just do as many as you can inside of 20 seconds. And then you take a 10-second break. You do that 4 total times, and then you're all done for the day. Thanks for watching. I appreciate every one of you guys. There's nothing but love for everybody who watches any of these videos and anybody who we can reach through what we do here. My name is Brian. I'm the co-owner and head coach of Titanium Training LLC. You can get a hold of me on Instagram and on the Facebook. Anything that says Titanium Training LLC, look me up on any of those platforms. As a general rule, you can find me if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. If you really like this video, which is a general rule, most of you do, so please feel free to share the fun. I want you to like, comment, share, and subscribe to everything that we do, like I said, on the Instagram, on the Facebook, and here on YouTube. Thank you guys very much. I enjoy being able to do this for you. It's my passion to live this business for the rest of my life, and thank you guys for allowing me to live my dream. Much love, and enjoy the rest of your day.